Hi everybody, it's John Burke of Burke Co, Long and Foster Real Estate Group, and I want to give you the seasonal reminder. This is the best time of the year to buy at the shore. Every year, seasonally, the best time is November and December, so I always want to throw that out there. I want to get technical though. I'm going to take a look now and then again in the spring. I want to take really a snapshot of where the fall market was. So I'm going to talk about the absorption rate, and I'm going to talk about it in Sea Isle, Avalon Stone Harbor, the Wildwoods, and Ocean City. We're going to see exactly what the absorption rate is in each of those towns, and what it might tell us about the markets. All right, so first a quick reminder of what absorption rate is. It is basically the amount of time, usually measured in months, that it would take to clear the existing inventory out of a market. So in order to calculate it, you first have to figure out how many houses per day or how many days it takes a house to go under contract in each market, and then take a look at the inventory and figure out how many months there are. And specifically, I'm calculating this to get an idea what the fall market was. So I'm only going to look at transactions that occurred between September 1st and November 15th. On November 15th to make sure things have cleared a turn review period. So I'm going to calculate it for Ocean City, Sea Isle, Avalon Stone Harbor, and the Wildwoods, and we'll see where things are, and then we'll take a look again in the spring. It's a very important measurement of a market. Okay, so going back to September 1st, from September 1st to November 15th, 2.5 months, Sea Isle City only put 20 houses under contract in that total amount of time, which is 8 per month, right? 20 divided by 2.5. There's 62 active listings. So in order to absorb at that pace, all of the inventory that exists in Sea Isle right now would take almost 8 months, 7.75 months. As you move over 6, generally considered to be more and more of a buyer's market. So even though our inventory is by no stretch historically high, in the last 10 years I've been working, I've seen inventory as high as 250, 275 houses on the market. We're nowhere near that. Because so few houses are going under contract, it is a point where, it starts to look like maybe buyers do have a bit of an upper hand. It's not as dramatic in the other towns. There's 105 active listings in Avalon and Stone Harbor right now. They've put 50 under contract in that amount of time. So that's about 20 per month. So in order to clear their active inventory, it'd be about 5.25, 5.25 months. In Wildwood, there's 218 active listings. They put 123 under contract in those 2.5 months. So that's about 4.43 months of inventory, a little more than 4.5 months of inventory that exists there. Ocean City, 333 active listings. It's a much bigger market than these other towns. They put 130 under contract in that time span, which means they have about 6.5 months of inventory there, so a little closer to the Sea Isle number. And just for kicks, we cover Upper Township, which is mostly offshore, but also includes Strathmere. 52 active listings there. They put 33 under contract, so actually Upper Township might be the strongest market in the area right now, because that is just under 4. It's 3.94 months of supply. So definitely, even though we don't have historically high inventory, compared to the number of houses going under contract, it's by no stretch of the imagination dead here. It could certainly be a lot quieter. But as you can see by the absorption rate numbers, the market has definitely, the data supports the idea that the market has definitely shifted from the intense seller's market that we had for 18 months, 24 months, to what is probably now balanced to perhaps really starting to favor buyers. So interesting to take that snapshot now. It'll be interesting then to also see where we go into the spring, because I think the spring is going to give us a big indication about which direction home prices are going to move in and what's generally going on with the market down here. So if you want to talk about any of this, we love to talk about real estate here at Burke Co. We do a long emphasis on the rentals, trying to emphasize again on the sales. And I mentioned at the beginning, there's no better time seasonally. Cyclically, it's always different, but seasonally, I don't think there's any time better at the New Jersey shore to try to buy a home than November and December. So ignore that message and go back to your holiday parties. But I do like to always mention that.